up, Gator Nation? What's up, RollinwithCarlos family? In today's video, we're going to cover two topics. We're going to cover a Mississippi linebacker of the class of 2028, Caden Buchanan, talks new Florida offer and his most current visit to the Swamp. He is a thumper and likes to be around the ball, has a very good quick first step, has a very good swim move, but he likes to be around the ball. Reminds me a lot of linebackers like Brandon Spikes. Let me read to you the article, which was written by Tyler Arden of the Swamp 24/7, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the other story. Basketball head coach Todd Golden has been named AP Coach of the Year for college basketball. Mississippi 2028 linebacker Caden Buchanan talks new Florida offer and visit to the Swamp. Buchanan, a 6 foot, 220-pound linebacker out of Tupelo High School in Tupelo, Mississippi, received the offer on Tuesday while on campus for spring practice. Tupelo, Mississippi 2028 linebacker Caden Buchanan has seen his recruitment grow substantially this offseason. He made a trip to Gainesville to watch the Gators spring practice on Tuesday, but he hadn't been offered going into the visit. He left campus with an offer from Florida. It's a blessing, Buchanan told Swamp 24/7. I've been coming to campus since last summer, for a camp. Now I'm here, just keep going. Buchanan, a 6 foot, 220-pound linebacker out of Tupelo High School in Tupelo, Mississippi, received an offer from Florida after the Gators practice. He went on tour of campus and went back to the football facilities to talk to linebackers coach Greg Gasparito and defensive coordinator Brad White and Drew Hughes, Florida's director of high school personnel. Gasparito was the coach that Buchanan got to speak with frequently while on campus. He seems to be a genuine dude, Buchanan said. I really like him as a coach. Buchanan also liked watching White during practice, and he saw how he holds his players accountable. That being said, the practice atmosphere was something that really stood out to Buchanan while on campus. Everybody had energy, and it was really fast-paced, Buchanan said. For the visit as a whole, what stood out to the Mississippi linebacker was how much everyone in the program treated each other like family. How everybody treats everybody like family, Buchanan said. With the visit now in the books, and now that he has an offer from the Gators in hand, Buchanan immediately views Florida as a top contender. While it's early in his commitment, Florida was an offer he's been waiting on because of past trips to Gainesville. However, the school setting the pace in his recruitment at this time is Alabama. Alabama was an earlier offer for Buchanan, as the Crimson Tide offered back in June. Florida is the latest offer for Buchanan, but he's set several more visits this spring. He'll be at Georgia Tech March 12th, Mississippi State March 21st, Ohio State March 24th, Miami March 28th, LSU April 4th, Kentucky April 7th, Georgia April 11th, California April 18th. Buchanan currently has a 87 prospect rating by 24/7 Sports. Like I said earlier, guys, head basketball coach Todd Golden has been named AP Coach of the Year, and there are players that have been named in the AP Awards also. But first, before we go ahead and read that article, I'm going to go ahead and read to you a clip of Todd Golden, what he said a couple weeks ago about individual awards. You're just gonna hear the audio. I cannot post a visual on here, but you will, again, like in other videos, don't forget you will also get the highlights of Caden Buchanan, the linebacker, because as I break down, as I mentioned some of his skill set, you will get to see the video for yourself. But getting back to Coach Todd Golden, I'm going to go ahead and play that clip, and then I'll read you the article from him and the other players that got awards from the AP.
We were preseason top 5. Most everybody had us there. And, I think because we didn't win all of our games early and we kind of slid back, people just didn't think we were having a successful season and probably haven't watched us very closely over the last month or two where we have been playing like a top 5 team. So it's, talking about Tommy being on the midseason award, like it doesn't really mean shit. Me not being on a midseason coaching award, it doesn't really mean shit. We just want to be in the best position possible. We want to try to win the league. We want to be the highest seed possible and go as deep in March as we can. And that's how I'll judge the job I do independently and how our staff has done and our players have done. And, the guys that allow those awards to like affect how they feel about themselves or, the job they're doing, I think they're probably worried about the wrong stuff. We were preseason top 5.
All right, there you guys have it. His thoughts earlier about individual awards. I'm going to go ahead and read you the article about the awards and who else got awards along with Coach Todd Golden. This is from Zach Goodall from Swamp 24/7. AP names Florida's Todd Golden SEC Coach of the Year. 3 Gators earn all SEC honors. The Associated Press Tuesday named Florida head coach Todd Golden the Southeastern Conference Coach of the Year for 2025-2026 season, as well as a trio of Gator Junior forwards Thomas Haugh Alex Condon and junior center Ruben Chinyelu. Thomas Haugh was first team, Alex Condon second team, junior center Ruben Chinyelu was first team to its all SEC teams. Golden this season became the fastest UF head coach to reach 100 wins with the program, a feat he accomplished in just 139 games, beating Billy Donovan's previous record by 15 contests. With Florida entering the SEC tournament 25-6, 16-2 in the SEC, and projected to earn a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament, a case could be made for Golden's 4th season in Gainesville has been his most impressive coaching job thus far, especially considering the Gators were tasked with replacing a trio of 2025 NBA draft picks, the guards Walter Clayton Jr., Elijah Martin, and Will Richard, as well as assistant coaches John Andrzejczak, Kevin Hoove this past season. Hauk, Florida's leading scorer at 17.2 points per game, has been instrumental to the Gators' success in his first season as a starter. At 6'9", Hauk's a combination of size, quickness, and effort at the 3 frequently set the tone for the defending national champs this season. In addition to his recognition by the AP, Hauk earned first-team SEC honors as named by the conference coaches on Monday. Hauk entered the 1,000-point club in February and has been named to multiple award watch lists, including the Naismith late season team and Wooden Award and Julius Ehrman Award mid-season watch list and Sporting News mid-season All-American team. Chinyelu, who on Monday was named SEC's Defensive Player of the Year, and a Scholar Athlete of the Year, and also obtained second team recognition from the league. Concluded his second season in Gainesville and his third at the collegiate level, averaging a double-double at 11.4 points and a nation-leading 11.7 rebounds, including 7.5 defensive rebounds per game. In late February, Chinyelu broke Florida's program record for offensive rebounds in a single season, a record that had stood since Wayne Davis' 114 offensive rebounds during the 1988-89 season. Additionally, Chinyelu recorded 18 double-doubles of the season against Mississippi State earlier in March, tying Bobby Smith's record set during the 1975-1976 season. Find the AP's All-SEC Team individual honors for the 2025-2026 season below. Guys, I'm not going to read that part, just letting you know. And there you have it about the individual awards and what Todd Golden's thoughts were, and my thoughts about the linebacker from Mississippi. Let me know in the comments what you think about the linebacker. What do you think about Coach Golden receiving the Coach of the Year? To me, he should have received it in back-to-back years. He should have received it last year and also won it this year for an even better job he did with keeping this team composed and getting them back in the top 5 and having a shot to win the SEC tournament and having a shot to be an overall number 1 seed with the rough start earlier in the season of 5-4. But I think playing those tough teams earlier in the season made the Gators a viable contender to win the national championship in back-to-back years, even though I had previously said that this team was ready and reloaded to win back-to-back national championships. Leave your thoughts down in the comments about everything we spoke about in this episode, and I appreciate your support like always. And like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Gators.